prophets, religions, and books. Islam. A true Muslim is extremely respectful of his parents, teachers, commanders, the laws, and to the leading authorities of his country. He is not concerned with something insignificant. He is busy only with something useful. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't kill his time. A true Muslim does his worships perfectly. He offers gratitude to Allah Ta'ala. Worship should not be performed unwillingly or unconsciously. Worship must be performed willingly and with great love for Allah Ta'ala. To fear Allah Ta'ala means to love Him very much. You do not want the person you love much to be displeased, and you are afraid lest you might cause him to be disturbed. In this way, worship for Allah Ta'ala should be performed in such a manner as to prove our love for Him. The blessings which Allah Ta'ala has given us are so great that our debt of gratitude to Him can be paid only by loving Him much and by worshipping Him with profound sincerity. There are different kinds of worship. Some kinds of worship, as we have said above, are between Allah Ta'ala and His slave. Maybe Allah Ta'ala will forgive those who worship insufficiently. It is worship to respect others' rights too, but He will never forgive those who abused others and have the rights of others on them unless the owners of those rights forgive them. The following traditions, the Hadith al-Sharif, are found in the 4th volume of the book Ashyatul Lamat, which is in Persian and is a commentary to the well-known book Mishkatul Masabih. The author of Mishkat is Waliyuddin Muhammad, who passed away in 749 or 1348. 1. He who does not have mercy on people is not treated with mercy by Allah Ta'ala. 2. You will have helped both the oppressor and the oppressed by preventing cruelty. 3. If 9/10 of the money given for buying a shirt is halal and 1/10 is haram, Allah Ta'ala doesn't accept the prayer done with that shirt on. 4. A Muslim is another Muslim's brother. He doesn't torment his brother. He runs to help him. He does not abhor him or think of him as inferior to himself. It is haram, meaning forbidden, for him to harm his blood, property, chastity, or honor. 5. I swear by Allah Ta'ala that unless a person loves for his Muslim brother what he loves for himself, his iman will not be perfect. 6. I swear by Allah Ta'ala that a man who is not trusted by his neighbor doesn't have iman, meaning belief. That is, he is not a genuine Muslim. 7. A person without mercy in his heart does not have iman. 8. Allah Ta'ala pities the person who pities others. 9. He who does not pity our young or respect our old is not one of us. 10. If a person respects and helps the old, Allah Ta'ala will send him helpers when he gets old. 11. The house that Allah Ta'ala loves best is the one which houses an orphan, and in which an orphan is served kindly. 12. In this world and in the hereafter, Allah Ta'ala will help the person who silences a backbiter. If he does not silence the backbiter while he has enough power to do so, Allah Ta'ala will punish him in this world and in the hereafter. 13. A person who sees a defect, a shortcoming in a Muslim brother of his, but covers and conceals it, has acted as if he saved the life of a girl buried alive, as practiced by the pre-Islamic Arabs, by taking her out of the grave. 14. In Allah Ta'ala's view, the better one of two friends is the one who has done more good for the other one. 15. Whether a person is good or bad is judged by observing whether or not his Muslim neighbors like him. 16. The destination of a man who hurts his neighbors with his speech is hell, even if he prays much, fasts much, gives alms much. But if he doesn't hurt his neighbors with his speech, the place for him to be sent will be paradise, though he may pray little, fast little, and give little alms. 17. Allah Ta'ala has given valuable things both to His beloved ones and to His enemies, but He has given beautiful morals only to His beloved ones. Now it is understood that the words It is hoped that the disbelievers with excellent manners will have Iman immediately before they pass away is right. 18. The thawabs, meaning rewards for a pious act, of a man who violated others' chastity or property will be given to the man oppressed. If the violator's worships or pious deeds are not enough, then the latter's sins are given to him. 19. One of the worst of the mortal sins in Allah Ta'ala's view is to be a man with a bad character. 20. If someone is happy to see that the man he dislikes is in trouble, Allah Ta'ala will send the same nuisance upon him. 21. Two people went to the mosque and prayed there. Something was offered to them. They said they were fasting. After talking for a while, when they were about to leave, the Prophet ﷺ said to them, "Do your prayers again and perform your fasting again, for you have backbitten someone in your conversation." That is, you have mentioned one of his faults. Backbiting removes the thawab or blessings of worships. 22. Do not have jealousy. As a fire destroys wood, feeling jealousy annihilates the blessings of a person too. Having jealousy means being jealous of a person, that is, to wish the blessings given to him by Allah Ta'ala were taken away from him. It is not called jealousy to wish to have the same blessings for yourself without wishing them to be taken away from others. This is called kubta, which means longing, in other words, goodwill. Wishing something evil and harmful to be removed from someone is called khairat, which means perseverance, or hamiyat, which means zealousness. 23. Someone who is good-tempered will attain goodness both in this world and in the hereafter. 24. Allah Ta'ala does not put his slave, whom he endowed with a beautiful face and a good character, into hell in the hereafter. 25. Abu Huraira was told, "Be good-tempered," by the Prophet ﷺ. He asked, "What is it to be good-tempered?" The Prophet answered, "Approach a person who stays away from you and give him advice. Forgive him who torments you. If a person is loath to give you from his property, knowledge or help, give him plenty of these." 26. Paradise is the destination of a person who dies purged from arrogance, treachery and debts. 27. The Prophet ﷺ did not want to perform the janazah prayer for a person who had died indebted. A janazah prayer: when a Muslim dies, other Muslims assemble together in front of his coffin and perform a certain prayer called Salatul Janazah. Thereby they pray so that his sins will be forgiven and he will be given many blessings. A Sahabi, meaning a companion of the Prophet, named Abu Qatada radiallahu anh, took his debts upon himself by remittance. So the Prophet accepted performing the janazah prayer for him. 28. Do not beat your wives. They are not your slaves. 29. In the view of Allah Ta'ala, the best of you is the one who is the best towards his wife. I am the best among you in the treatment of his wife. 30. The best among you in Iman, or faith, is the one with the best character and the one who is the mildest to his wife. Most of the Hadith al-Sharifs written above exist in the book Zawajir by the profound Islamic scholar Ibn Hajar, who passed away in 974 or 1566 AD, immediately before the part entitled Ihtikar. They are the source for beautiful Islamic morals. Islamic scholars have derived rules from these Hadith al-Sharifs. Some of them are as follows. 1. It is haram, meaning forbidden, for a Muslim who is in a country of disbelievers to violate their property, life, chastity, or to steal. He should not disobey their laws and should not cheat or be treacherous when shopping and so on. 2. Usurping a disbeliever's property or hurting his heart is worse than usurping a Muslim's property. Cruelty to animals is worse than cruelty to men, and cruelty to disbelievers is worse than cruelty to animals. 3. It is haram to take and use someone else's property without his permission, even if you return it undamaged. 4. If a person postpones the payment of his debt for 1 hour while he has the means, he will be considered cruel and disobedient. He will remain accursed continuously. Not paying one's debt is such a continuous sin that it is recorded in one's deed book, even when one is asleep. If one pays his debts with money of low value or with useless property, or if the creditor takes it back unwillingly, this too makes one sinful. One will not escape being sinful unless one pleases or satisfies the creditor.